What's up, friend? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all a book haul. If you are all caught up on my most recent uploads, then I mentioned to y'all that your girl has been back into her book bag, honey. Over the last month and a half, I have gotten my hands on some new pickups as well as some recent pickups that I grabbed for my birthday that I wanted to share. I know so many of you all love to read just as much as I do, girl. So let's tap into this book content. I have uploaded a few book related videos on my channel in the past. I will have those linked down below just in case you want to check out what type of books your girl is into. But for the most part, I love historical fiction, I love novels, I love romance, rom-com, contemporary romance, girl, all the things. And recently I have been dabbling into thrillers and mysteries. So yeah, if you have some that are in that genre, let me know down in the comment section because I would love to check them out. So I'm so excited to share. I hope that you all are too. If so, give this video a big thumbs up and let's dive into this haul, girl. Alright, girl, so we have quite a few books to get through. Most of these books I did pick up from Ollie's. If you all have an Ollie's near you, definitely check them out because you can find some really good reads for like $1, $2, $3. I don't think I've ever paid more than $4.99 for a book at Ollie's. It's an outlet store and I absolutely love that place because I have found some really good books there. Some that are popular and some that you just don't hear a lot of people talking about. So that allows me to explore a little bit. And then I have the 5 books that I picked up from Barnes & Noble, which I absolutely love. But I picked these up over the past week for my birthday and I'm going to share those as well. So let's dive into the stack from Ollie's first. I'm going to quickly give you kind of a synopsis of what the book is about. I like to go into some books blindly, not knowing too much and not reading about them too much to form my own opinion. So I'll probably read like a little bit of the blurb off the back just to give you an idea. But I'll be sure to have all of the books listed down below just in case you want to take a deep dive into any of these if you're interested in them. So the first book is called Queenie Malone's Paradise Hotel. So what I gather from this book is about a girl, and when she was younger her dad passed away, and so then it was just her and her mom. Now I'm not quite sure if they moved into the Queenie Hotel, which I think that's what this is. They move into this hotel and then her and her mom ends up living there. But her and her mom do not have the best relationship, and I believe her mom sends her off to boarding school. Well, now Tilly is an adult and she has to come back to the hotel to handle her mother's affairs. Because her mom has now passed away, and she learns all of these secrets and things about her mom that she never knew before. So I thought that was very interesting. So this is the first book. This book is a recent one that I picked up, and I mentioned this to you guys in a vlog. It's called These Ghosts Are Family by Maoist Card. Now listen, y'all, I started reading this book and I got about 117 pages in, and I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this. I thought that this book was centered around a man, and he ended up faking his death, taking on his friend's identity, and left his life in Jamaica behind to start a new life in America. I believe it's in New York. So the book starts off where he is rekindling his relationship with his daughter that thinks he's dead. So it's like he's coming clean, but it starts giving the backstory of his ex-wife, which was fine because it gives her perspective of what she experienced, thinking that he was dead when she was still in Jamaica. So it just kind of took a left turn, and I feel like what the synopsis of the book is definitely not what I'm getting reading it. So I just stopped reading it because I really wasn't enjoying it, and I don't get off into spirits. I was pushing it with the ghost, but after reading it I was just thinking that he was going to tell his story. But yeah, I'm not quite sure if I'll go back to this, so you can definitely check this out at your own risk. If you've read this, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section because I'm interested to hear. So this book is Grownups by Emma James Unsworth. Now this just seems interesting. It's a middle-aged woman and her life is in shambles. She recently lost her column at her job. I don't know if it was a magazine or a newspaper. Her ex is getting married to a new woman, and now her mother is going to be moving in with her. So it sounds like she's just trying to figure out life. I hope that it's a little funny because I can see how it could be funny in ways, especially because none of us know what we're doing. So I'm interested to dive into this one eventually. This was my first Christina Lauren book. It's called The Honey Don't List. Now I did pick this up from Ollie's. Girl, it was a pretty good read. I rated this 3 out of 5 stars. It's not something that I would reread again, but it was enough to keep me entertained for me to want to check out another Christina Lauren book. So basically it's about this married couple, the Tripps, and they're like this famous HGTV style of couple, but they hate each other. Their marriage is in shambles, but they're together for the money. But the main character in here is Carrie, which has been working with them since she was like a kid. So she's been working with them for over 20 years. This is the only job she knows, and she has been a part of them building this empire. In comes James, which is now the assistant of Mr. Tripp, so there's some romance there. It was a super easy read. I think I read this in like 4 days. If you just like easy reads, check it out. Would I recommend this to somebody? Yes, if they were trying to get into reading, because it was that easy to read. So that's my spiel on that. The next book is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes or Moyes. This is a romance. I don't know too much about this, so I'll just read a quick insert from the back of the book. It says, Me Before You brings a life of 2 people who couldn't have less in common, a heartbreakingly romantic novel that asks what you do when making the person you love happy also means breaking your own heart. It's this girl, she lives a really simple, ordinary life. She ends up taking a job for a guy that's famous, and he's really difficult to work for, but like she doesn't treat him like he's famous. She treats him like an ordinary person. So I'm gonna assume that they fall in love some type of way, not quite sure. This book is by Christina Higgins, Pack Up the Moon. I do not know what this is about, so let's just read it, shall we? It says, every month a letter. That's what Lauren decides to leave her husband. Oh, that's sweet. When she finds out she's dying. Each month she gives Joshua a letter containing a task to help him face the first year without her. Girl, what? Why don't I know what this is about? Leading him on a heart-rending, beautiful, often humorous journey to find happiness again. Girl, listen to me. My wife better be loving me like that. I won't let us. What? Y'all, this is The Dearly Beloved by Cara Wall. So it says that in Dearly Beloved, we follow these 2 couples through decades of love and friendship, jealousy and understanding, forgiveness and commitment, against the backdrop of turbulent changes facing the city and the church's congregation. Oh, we got the church in here, amen. These 4 forged improbable paths through their evolving relationships, each struggle with uncertainty, heartbreak and joy. Okay, girl, so it's testing these couples' faith is what I gather. The cover is gorgeous. That's what attracted me to this book, so I will eventually get around to it. This, I believe, is a mystery or a thriller. That's why I picked it up. It's Two Nights in Lisbon, I believe that's how you say it. It's basically in Portugal, and it's by Chris Pavone. So this man takes his wife to Portugal, because I'm not going to continue to butcher. Is it Lisbon or Lisbon? I'm not quite sure. But takes his wife to Portugal, and she wakes up and her husband is nowhere to be found. Like, he's gone missing. He's not answering his phone. She cannot contact him. She does not know where he went, why he would have left. So I believe she's going to have to track him down to figure out what happened to her husband in this foreign country that I don't believe that they are familiar with. I'm curious to dive into this because, like I told you guys, I'm trying to tap into a little suspense, thriller, mystery, all the things. So this is called Oona, I believe is how you say it. Oona, Out of Order. Now, I looked at this book several times before I actually caved in and purchased it. So it says it's New Year's Eve 1982, and Oona has her whole life before her. At the stroke of midnight, she will turn 19, and the year ahead promises to be one of consequence. Should she go to London to study economics or remain at home in Brooklyn to pursue her passion for music and be with her boyfriend? As the countdown to the new year begins, Oona faints and awakens 32 years in the future. Girl, in her 51-year-old body. What? She's gonna have to navigate this world that she knows nothing about, like nothing. Let's dive into these last 5 books that I picked up from Barnes. I have been wanting to dabble into Frederick Backman or Backman's books for a while. It was out of this one or Anxious People, but I decided to go with a man called Ove. Y'all, and I'm so happy I did. I just started this last night and I have already been chuckling like out loud. He's a grumpy old man, but deep down inside he has this soft spot. But yeah, so far I'm definitely enjoying this. I do like the writing style of the author. So, and the chapters are pretty short, so I've been kind of going through it, and I started it late last night, so hopefully I'll finish this by Sunday because that is how good it is, and today is Thursday, so hopefully I can get this wrapped up really quickly. This is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. Y'all, so many booktubers talk about this book and love this. I know that it's a romance. I don't know too much about this book besides everyone freaking loves it. So because I kind of enjoy the other book that I got on the low by Christina Lauren, which is, by the way, 2 authors, I decided to give this one a go, and it was buy one get one half off at Barnes. I am excited to dive into this. Again, I don't know too much about this book besides it's a romance that people just go crazy on. I don't want to really read the back of it, so I really want to go into this blindly. This was a blind buy that I can't even tell you what this book is about. If you know, just let me know down below if it's worth the hype or if it's overhyped, because I am excited to read this. This right here, girl, I have been wanting to read this book for a while, and I've heard so many, again, booktubers talk about this book. It's called The Housemaid by Freda McFadden. There is a second book to this, so I'm hoping that I like it. It's a lady and she really needs a job, and she ends up taking a job as a live-in housemaid for a family, and this family is evidently off the chain. Like, so much transpires over the time that she works there, and one thing that people continue to bring up is how it's a lock on the outside of her door, but she still decides to work there. So yeah, I am excited to dive into this, and I'm hoping that I like it, because if so, then I'll run out and buy the second book to this. So yeah, super excited about that. I'm just gonna let y'all know, over here we love Jasmine Guillory, okay? So I could not have a book haul and not have a book by Jasmine Guillory. I absolutely love her writing. If you are into contemporary romance and you have never checked out a Jasmine Guillory's book, girl, what are you doing? Definitely do so. I just love the way her writing loves up on Black women, okay? Like, it just highlights the way that Black women deserve to be loved, and I love that here. We love that over here. If I'm being honest, I don't even really know what this book is about. I don't. I know it's her latest release and I had to get my hands on it. I'll read this little bitty sentence. It says, set against the lush backdrop of Napa Valley wine country, nothing goes to your head as fast as a taste of love, even if it means changing all your plans. It looked like they in love to me. What they look like? It's giving love. So I'm excited to read this because I have read 2 other Jasmine Guillory books and loved them both. Y'all, I finally got my hands on Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I feel like everybody and their mama, sister, cousin, auntie, uncle them has read this book and have been talking about it. I was excited when I went to Barnes and they actually had it. They only had 2 copies left. Girl, I quickly grabbed mine. I don't know about y'all, but certain books I want to be able to physically have in my hand immediately, and this was one of them because everybody has continued to talk about this book. I don't know too much about this book besides it is a love story and a couple that's going through a divorce. It says their love was supposed to last forever, but when life delivered blow after devastating blow, Jasmine and Josiah Wade found that love alone couldn't solve or save everything. It couldn't save their marriage. What? I'm already rooting for them, girl, because everybody says it's just that freaking good. So let me know if the hype is real down in the comments. Alright girls, so that is all of the books that I have purchased over the last month and a half. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check down in that description box because I will have all of the books listed there just in case you want to check any of them out. Let us know in the comments if you plan to get your hands on any of these books or if you have already read any. We would love to hear your thoughts. If you are new here, girl, and you have made it all the way to the end, you might as well go ahead and subscribe and join the family, girl. Like, hey, welcome. You will love it here. So until next time, guys, take care of yourself and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye, friend.